Well, I think you're comparing apples to oranges, and that's where
I think that's where maybe your lack of the understanding for this, because
the students that the undocumented students
that can go to California schools are considered residents of California, and they've established residency by living in California for 3 years or longer, and they've established residence by graduating from
California residents.
From a California high school, which means they are California residents.
I get it, but since we're informing each other about the facts, California is not a country, it's a state. It's one of 50 of those. It's part of the United States. And people who are here illegally in one state are illegal in all states because they're not U.S. citizens. So again, isn't it fair for a state school, a government school, to put its own citizens first? Isn't that why we have governments? So they can look out for their citizens. Does this not make sense?
Yeah, no, what you're saying does make sense. You're right. Right, and
okay, but let's not dodge the question, though. Can you think, because I think the philosophical underpinning of it really matters here. Government exists to serve citizens. There's a difference between a citizen and a non-citizen. Doesn't mean the non-citizen is bad, but it means he's not number one on the priority list for government by definition, or shouldn't be. So can you think of another place on planet Earth where a government would put the needs of a non-citizen before a citizen?
Well, I can think of a scenario where the regents of the state of California have to act in the best interest of Californians. And that is what's happening in this case. If we come back up for a second, state universities exist to benefit the residents of each of those states, right? The University of Texas, where I went to school, was established to serve Texans. In California, the state universities are established for that. And by the way, these
may I just stop you, because I figured out the rhetorical trick you're using. I'm a little so it took me a while. You're using the term resident, which is different from citizen. A resident is just someone who happens to be somewhere at a moment. I can be a resident of Buenos Aires on vacation
and to be
but you're not a citizen.
Clear about what I'm saying is that you're right. You're right.